Hello and welcome back to episode number 3 of Makeuppy. We're actually starting a new series called The Horror of Oz, and to start this series off we have the Tin Man. For this look I'm doing a half Tin Man, half human, so it's very important to pencil in where you're going to paint. To paint over your brows, you're going to need a purple invisible glue. I got mine from eBay, and make sure your whole brow is covered. Then with an eyebrow brush, brush your brow upwards and keep repeating until it's completely glued up. To avoid dry glue around your brow, get a makeup wipe and wipe it all away. Now I struggled to get a foundation that would cover my brow, don't ask me why, but the Maybelline 24-hour foundation stick seems to have done the job. Just make sure your foundation is full coverage. This is a water-based face paint by Snazaroo in the shade medium grey. You can use a cream base, which I might use next time just because I think it will fill out the look a lot better. And sometimes with a water base you have to do a lot more layers to build up the colour. For the fine details, I decided to use a smaller brush, so details such as my ears, eyes and the edge of the line. To get that shiny robot look, I used a silver metallic paint just because it was thicker, but test it on your skin first just in case you have an allergic reaction to it, as it isn't actually a body paint. I decided to paint my hair for the look just to give it a full effect, but soon regretted it when it came to washing it out, as it took ages and was honestly in there for about a week. So for this bit I used a base eyeshadow brush, which is the Real Techniques Dome brush, and a silver shadow from the Morphe 35k palette, just to blend out the paint line. The original Tin Man had a very glam disco eyeshadow look, so I tried to incorporate that with a grey eyeshadow look from the Morphe 35k palette. So I used light shades for the base, and then I used a darker shade for the outer corner and for the crease. To honour that thin black pencil eyebrow, I went with the Snazaroo Black paint and painted on my brow. Now for the prosthetic. I got this specific one from Red Carpet FX, and it's called Woochie Latex Prosthetic Robot. It already has a robot style pattern on it, which is really good if you're not used to painting on prosthetics yet. To start with the human side, I went in with the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer to get rid of any redness and blemishes. Next I went in with the Maybelline Radiant Foundation and covered the other side of my face with a pointed foundation brush. Then blended it out with a sponge. To To show the two halves had been split and distressed, I went in with a purple shade for bruising and a pink shade for irritation, and this was with the Morphe 35B palette. Just keep packing these shades on, and I also started to add a red shade in for extra depth. As this is a horror look, I decided to add a bit of gore in, so I went in with the Ben Nye's Scab Blood, but I sprayed it with the NYX setting spray just so it's a bit more spreadable for the base. Another classic feature of the Tin Man is his nose. Now, I was going to make a nose from scar wax, but I couldn't get the shape right and it's really sticky and difficult, so I decided to just use eyeshadow and pat it on. So I packed on a dark grey eyeshadow on the centre of my nose and painted with the metallic paint around it like I used earlier, just to get the dent effect look. I copied my eyeshadow look onto the other eye, as that would be very bizarre just having one eye with a really nice eyeshadow look. So I started by packing on the greys, but as the other eye had a metallic paint as a base, this side needed an extra shimmer shade. I decided to add some more gauze to the prosthetic, so I went in with the Ben Nye Drip Blood and just dabbed this all over the prosthetic centre. It also takes your eye off those lumpy prosthetic edges, and I then went in with the same product and dabbed the original Scab Blood line to make it look a lot messier. I then went to drip the blood down my face. For the human side, I went in with the eyebrows and I started to use the soap brow to make it look fuller and fluffier, and then in with the Morphe Auburn Dip Brow Pot. For a realistic look, I went in with the Snazaroo grey body paint and painted my hands and neck and then the top of my body. But next time I think I'd use a cream base just because it would look a lot less streaky. For mascara, I use the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes XS. I know I've also dabbed a bit on my side of my eye / nose, but I kind of thought it looked a bit like oil coming out, and like as the Tin Man, you know, is lacking oil, so that was quite a effect. Now the final touch is lashes. These lashes are actually from Amazon. They come in a pack of 5. I decided to go with fluffier lashes just because this was quite a dramatic look. And that's how I created the Tin Man. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to check out our social media pages and give this video a like.